The defending European champions are out.
When I watched the game, bro, I think it was really no surprise. The only surprise I had, right, was like how you and I predicted they will go through.
We still have hope, what? I mean, like...
No, we chose a very realistic way they could go through, which is to draw and go win on penalties.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Futbol Kaki. I am your host Elder and I'm joined by my fellow Kaki bro Paul. He's wearing the England jersey in hopes that Slovakia is going to beat England tonight. He is just doing it because he's representing England. But that is
bro, the reason why I'm wearing this, I think because it looks nice.
So it's nothing to do with the fact that you have hope for England.
I've hope for my predictions, but not for
not for England.
Yeah.
Okay, but bro, how's your day? We didn't mention much during the episode on Saturday. So how was it so far? Because we've technically seen each other for recording, right? I think 2 days apart, 3 days apart.
Yeah. I had a very busy day yesterday. So my primary school friend got married. So it was like it was a Muslim wedding, like a Malay wedding, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I had to do like groomsmen stuff lah. So like I think like the first morning to afternoon was the reception and everything. And then after that, we went to do like photo shoot at Botanic Gardens in like the baju gurung, you know, because all the groomsmen had to wear it.
Okay lah, but it's not so bad because yesterday afternoon the rain stopped already.
Yeah, lucky, but it was very warm. It was very humid.
Because like yesterday was I attended an event. I think in relation to media side, I won't actually say what it was, but like
it was raining in the morning, right?
No, it started like about lunchtime, but it was raining when we got there. So by the time it came out to about 2 or 3, right? Even though we were indoor area, right? There's like a giant window, so there's a lot of sunlight coming in. It suddenly became super hot.
Erratic weather this country has.
Correct. But enough about the erratic weather that Singapore has. Today also it rained. I think it's still raining it's been raining the whole day here from my side already. Yeah.
In the west here also. Yeah, it's been raining since just now. I slept in the afternoon.
I didn't, bro. I had to wake up and I'm like, wow. I wish I could sleep. But no, I have other responsibilities. So because of that, right, like I think today, this episode on a Monday actually wants to premise a big shock to everybody last night. Because there were 2 games that happened to kick off the quarterfinals, which of course Switzerland versus Italy and Germany versus Denmark, right? The defending European champions are out.
When I watched the game, bro, I think it was really no surprise. The only surprise I had, right, was like how you and I predicted they will go through.
We still have hope, what? I mean, like...
No, we chose a very realistic way they could go through, which is to draw and go win on penalties.
We picked the same thing, right?
Both of us
draw and penalties,
yes,
right?
Yep.
Okay.
So either we get 0 points each or 1 point each for that. You get what I mean? I think 1 point each is fair because either way, nobody benefits.
But the thing is that it should be 0.
Yeah, I think it should be 0-0. Yeah.
Because we got
but we never, in our predictions, we never have a 0 before. You get what I mean? Yeah, we always give somebody the point. But
the problem is that this one, right, there's nothing.
But it's the same, bro. It'll be the same because none of us is a net benefit.
Correct.
Yeah. So I'm okay to put 0-0. So.
Correct. So I think we discussed this when we discussed the match. Then before you run out.
Okay. Yes.
After that, we've also got Germany versus Denmark. The hosts go through on one of the most unique offside calls I've ever seen in my entire life, right?
And the
referee is none other than one freaking Michael Oliver.
Yeah. Then the VAR was English as well. Bro, so it circles back around, bro. Why of all Euro 2024 games, right? The one game you would choose to have controversy, it has to be England referee.
No, that's the thing. The other game also, like there was one where it was Michael Oliver and like the English group referees, right? Everybody's saying VAR throughout the tournament had no problem until the England referees start to come in.
Yeah. Like they choose to be too smart. Yeah, I really don't.
I mean, like when your offside is done, it's just by a tiptoe.
Yeah, that one I don't really know lah.
It's ridiculous lah, but we'll talk about that later because I think just based on this, right, Germany do end up becoming a dark horse for this tournament. Literally, even though there was controversy.
No, I don't think they have become a dark horse. I don't think they're a dark horse. The true dark horse is Austria.
No, okay. But the thing is that if Germany don't...
Now they are like favourite, bro.
I
will say Germany is favourite to go to final. That cannot be a dark horse.
No, but the thing is that if you're doing that, right, then they have to play like France or or the Portugal one, provided both France and Portugal go through lah.
Okay, yes.
So it's not that straightforward. If let's say you're talking about really favorite, right?
England, right?
England is literally honest. If let's say what happens tonight, England loses to Slovakia, Netherlands is your favorite.
Yeah, it's who is on the other side, right?
So I think we talk about it later, right? But welcome to the Futbol Kaki. We have another episode on Monday. I understand that you just saw us on like Saturday, but it is Euro. There's a lot of football happening over the weekend. Today we're gonna talk about Switzerland versus Italy, Germany versus Denmark. Then of course we're gonna look forward to the game between France and Belgium. I think that's the highlight of this particular tournament, which is gonna happen. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Tuesday morning. No, Monday night, Tuesday morning. In Singapore time lah.
Correct. Tonight, I think, so England, right?
Tonight England.
Then
let's see whether the upset happens or not.
Yeah, I'm all for the upset, bro.
I think all of us will be fine.
All of us are like, yeah, we are fine with it.
We're fine with that. All right, bro. So let's get into it. Okay, so first up, we do have Switzerland versus Italy. I will say that even though Switzerland won 2-0, right, this was well deserved.
Yes.
It could have been more. Italy were just messy, bro. Like, the first parts of this match, right, like, Switzerland were just sending balls over the top, having the attackers run through the channels, right? And they was doing the same thing that other teams have done, is like, over the channels, because Italy, they're not fast enough and they're not reactive enough. Other one is long range shots, man.
Yep, correct. Long range shots, right? 5 souls.
And the worst part about this, right, is that even though Italy lost, you cannot put any of the blame on Donnarumma on us. This whole tournament.
Yep. He's not their worst player, for sure. That's for sure. Yeah.
He's not. But the thing is that he's the one that apologized.
He's the captain, right?
I don't know whether he's wearing the armband, but either he's the captain or it's Barella.
Okay, because the goal that he considered, he did like touch it, but he didn't save it properly. You get what I mean? Yeah, so maybe he felt responsibility to apologize for that lah, which is something that not a lot of players will do.
No, I agree. Yeah. But the thing is that of all the players that shouldn't apologize, he's one of them.
Yeah, but I'm just referring maybe to the incident where he felt that he could have done better lah.
All right. Yeah, but you know who I think should apologize?
I think it is Kamaka, is it?
No, Fagioli.
Oh, the centre back.
No, the midfielder, bro. He was responsible for the goal. Because, okay, the reason why I'm saying this, right, is because although Switzerland was shooting a lot of long shots, right, the goal that was scored by Freuler, right,
yeah,
was literally Freuler coming in from the midfield side, right? He's running down across the thing right to the channel. But Jolie saw him. So you can see Jolie turn his head. Then he just stopped running. Then after that, the question is, right, if you see him coming, right, wouldn't you try to do something to get into position to mark the guy?
Yeah. At least scramble back, right?
Correct. But the thing is that it's a straight line. So it's like, how to say, like, he's running into his area, his spot, that channel, that square. Like, you know, if let's say you were to box it up in like left back, centre back, right? Right centre back thing, right? Then they're in that square, right? He's running across from the left centre back side to the right centre back side. Yeah. So it means that he's running a diagonal cross. So if you're going there and the midfielder, you see that your centre back is occupied, you should cover that. You should cover that run, ma. The worst part is he saw the run, he scanned. Then after he just let it run.
He had a brain fart.
He ran across, right? Then he scanned, and then he go through. And the worst part was that this was a foreshadowing because he did the same thing with Mbolo just before.
Yeah. Like so certain players, right? They recognize, they see the situation, then they like stun. You know, they like too late for me to react, to move.
Right.
Which is not very good lah. You should always be very reactive and on your toes at all times.
Which is the worst part because he's in formation, right? He's the center.
Yeah.
He's 6. So it's like if you're coming down that middle, right? That's your area, ma.
Yeah, but you're not he's not like a Gattuso or De Rossi, that kind, right?
Sure,
that kind of player, yeah. I feel for your country, you don't need to be the best. You just need to have like 110% effort.
Correct.
Right. Especially for your country, right?
Correct. So in the end, it led to the goal that Freuler scored, right? Which was the one that we were talking about, lah. The one that Donnarumma had a hand on it. Then he just couldn't save, lah. Which is unfortunate, lah. After that, it was predominantly still Switzerland because the game was more like, okay, Switzerland, right? Half time. Then after that, at the start of the half, right, Vargas scores the goal. That goal.
To pick up what you said, right? Like, say, after the goal, you don't see any response from Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a very, what you call that, traumatizing thing to say. Because imagine you go down, then your country, your fans are watching you, right? And they don't believe that you can score.
Yeah, dude, precisely.
And it's like, why? But when last time you had what Del Piero, Totti, all these kind of players, right? Even I would say even the 2021 Euro.
Yep.
They had Immobile, Belotti, all this, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And I think even like Chiesa also hasn't been playing well the whole entire tournament.
Correct.
And his decline is quite noticeable. Yeah.
He had that chance where I think it was something about hit a post, and then after he was trying to do stuff, he just couldn't pull off lah. But
yeah, lor. So it's like you look to the Italian team, right? Who's going to get you to go? Scamacca will get you to go? I don't think so.
The part that was like sad, right, was because on the bench, if you look at it, there's no real striker. Like
I feel that's the problem with the Italian team over the years.
Correct. So like Pellegrini, Vertonghen, Zaccagni, right? Zaccagni, he did that worldie against Croatia, right? But those type of goals are one off, right? Which is the same for Vargas. Vargas was a similar situation. The one thing that concerned me also was that one was that there was no reaction. Two was that when Vargas had time on the ball, right, nobody closed him down.
Yeah.
Even the commentator said like nobody closed him down, and then it's like just like, okay, I got time, I just placed my shot.
You know why not? Because the defense is not experienced. They don't have one of the trios that needs to be there. Either Chiellini or Bonucci. Yeah, different. That's why when we watch this Italian team, we always have that mindset that they are very strong and defensively sound. Like we subconsciously know that also they are not there anymore. Like the two defenders, right? So you cannot expect them to have the same level of like defensive soundness,
Yep.
So like for them, if this situation was like in 3 years ago, this goal will not happen on. Because Chiellini and Bonucci will not let it happen on. Yeah.
Because they would have been there already. If not, they
would
have
close you off already. They won't even let you come inside the box.
Correct. Yeah. And I agree also. And even if let's say for like the midfield, right, they wouldn't have let
Jorginho on the
happen.
bench.
Yeah, they were, because I do feel right, like one thing was that Bonucci and Chiellini were leaders, so you had two people that were very commanding naturally to tell the midfielders, hey, get here, cover here, or like you go, I'm going to cover this route. So they were blocked off that route already, which is a very Italian defensive thing to do,
Yeah, and they will watch each other's back, which is more important.
Right.
Like they are in sync, these two defenders, always in sync with each other. So I don't really feel that the same way with Bastoni and what's his name?
Today was Mancini.
Hello. How come they didn't play that guy with the long hair?
I think.
What's his name? The Fudge. Is he injured?
Calafiori, is it?
Calafiori, yeah. He injured, is it?
Yeah, he did make it. I'm not sure what happened, but he did make the bench.
He had a good. I think he had a good tournament. Like group stage lah. Yeah, I think one of the
was
names
a bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
Longo was a bit unfortunate. This is the sad part, the irony, right? Is that, okay, Switzerland progressed, right? Italy got knocked out in the stadium where they won the World Cup.
Oh, yeah. The Olympic Stadion, Berlin.
The Olympic Stadion, bro. Like, can you imagine, right? 2006, probably the best Italian team ever assembled.
Yeah.
Or one of the best.
Against a
French
team.
Against a French team with Zidane and all those
Henri
players.
Vieira, yeah.
2006, 18 years later, right, you get eliminated in the quarterfinals in the same stadium. What,
yeah,
the ghost of Italians past coming to haunt them already.
Yeah. This is an iconic stadium. Yeah.
That stadium's iconic, right? Because the got that hole in the middle.
Yes.
That gap with the fire lot, right? So when that happened, right, I was like, wow. If you imagine if that's a stadium that Italy won,
it's full of like rich
Cup,
history.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's like Italian history, right?
then you lose, right? That one very embarrassing. And moving on to like the next team, right? If Germany win in that stadium,
German history, bro.
Bro, German history, right? And they probably would have had the hardest route. If let's say everything goes according to plan, they would have beaten Spain, they would have beaten Portugal or France.
Yep.
Then they would have probably beaten Netherlands.
Or England, right?
Or England in that final. That's not an easy route to the final. If you win the final with that, you deserve the tournament.
But there's let me just say, there's this Euro home country curse. If you think about it, right?
Yeah.
2004 Portugal lost. 2008 Spain won, right? Okay, so let's fast forward. 2016 France lost to Portugal.
Yep.
In France.
Yeah. 2020 there was no host.
England lost in Wembley, what?
It was like the partial COVID thing, so there was no actual host.
So they did it in England, right?
Yeah, they did England.
Yeah, it's still a curse, right?
Yeah, it is. But if this Germany does win, right, it will be quite cool. Which brings us to the Germany match. Switzerland advanced against Italy, but before we move on to the Germany match, right, just predictions-wise, right, we still got to settle it. Both of us predicted 1-1 draw with Italy to win on penalties, right? So since we were both horribly wrong, I think just to make it fair, right, let's just put it at 0 points. The first time we die.
Okay.
Because this one is just bad.
Yeah, it's bad, bro. We couldn't have been more wrong.
We could no could be wrong with one thing that is that there's nothing to separate lah. It's like let's say for example we will say like okay,
Oh yeah, like
Italy
1-0, 1-1.
1-0 or like Italy something. There's something they can separate, but there's totally nothing. Like zero.
That's right.
Zero reference.
Italy
So,
didn't even score. Yeah.
currently at this point, right, because of what has happened and because Paul win, because there is no draw, so our IPL score actually just remains the same as the previous time, which was 26 to 22. So next up, we have of course Germany versus Denmark. Germany win 2-0 at Dortmund Stadium to advance through to the quarterfinals, right, with a potential match against Spain, right. But this game, right, is just stirred with Michael Oliver controversy and a match hiatus because of weather, right? Within 3 minutes, the controversy happened already.
Yeah.
Slotterbeck scores a goal from a header. Michael Oliver disallows it, right? Because Kimmich was found to obstruct the player marking Slotterbeck.
Like a screen, right?
Yeah, screen. Which, I mean, okay, fair lah. I can understand that lah. But I honestly feel, right, would you have given that type of thing?
When I saw it, I thought it was a goal, bro. Like, there was nothing... I didn't see, like, a clear infringement. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like I slide you to prevent you from marking Schlotterbeck. At first, when I first saw it, I thought it was because when he headed, right, then Gundogan was blocking the keeper or something.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was my initial thought, like, okay, maybe the offside. Then understandable. Right. Then when I was trying to find the reason, like, it's a play infringement, then like, okay. Whatever you say.
But the funny part, right, bro, is like, it was a very EPL thing, right?
This type of thing only happened in EPL, bro.
It's a very EPL thing, right? Like this type of thing, only the goal given up for this type of thing is very EPL, right? Then you can see, right, the funniest part was that he gave a EPL player a yellow card later. He gave Havertz.
Yeah, but this Michael Oliver is a Man City fan, what?
Whatever, like he was doing everything right. But in this game, right, even after that, right, like Germany were dominating this game for majority of it, like really, a lot of balls over the top, a lot of flicks. A lot of things that like they were getting in through on goal, and this was a team throughout the match, but in the 36th minute, I think more or less like the match was suspended due to bad weather.
Yeah,
like you see the lightning at the top.
I saw.
No, but after that, right, it was like play interrupted, everything went out. Then after the game came back already, right, and then once it came back, Havertz had an open header, straight at the keeper. I do think that in this game, right, see whether you agree, right? Like Casper was very good for Denmark. Like,
he's
very,
always,
very good.
He's always been like a 7/10 most weeks, that kind, 7, 8/10. Yep.
He's actually a very solid goalkeeper. It's like you know that he'll be there to give a very good solid performance, right? But he will not be the type of goalkeeper that you see like they'll make like the Hay or Donnarumma type of caliber save.
Yeah.
Like the high flying save.
It's just good to put in the goal kind of goalkeeper, Yeah.
Correct. I will take him over Onana. Siege Michael at number 1 at United again would be quite fun.
Yeah, that'd be quite funny, yeah.
Yeah, but real thing, right? And then a while later, Denmark get a counter attack. Højlund has a chance.
Yeah.
Then Neuer saves it.
I really don't know. Sometimes like Højlund has this issue that sometimes he cannot find his feet in time,
Yeah.
Which is quite annoying to watch because it's like it's a very good chance.
Correct. Yeah. And if he finds his feet, Denmark score one.
Confirm
one. And which is why like as United, right, I'm hoping that if Ruud van Nistelrooy really comes to United, right, I hope this will get sorted out. Because it's different already. This one, Højlund had 2 chances. This was one where I feel right, really had he just been able to find his feet, calmly flick it over the goalkeeper, Denmark lead 1-0, right? But move on to the second half. Denmark score, controversy happened.
Controversy, bro.
Like a corner a cross into the box, right? Not corner. A cross into the box, right? The Lini does everything well to just get the ball down, right? Then he flicks it off to who was it? Anderson, right?
Anderson, yeah.
Anderson to shoot and the ball goes into the net, right? Michael Oliver calls it back for offside. By a tiptoe. Bro! Like, I've seen this so many times in the EPL already, right? Why do I have to see it in the Euro again?
It's the upstairs thing, right? The VAR room called it offside.
And it's an EPL thing again. It's like, so the VAR got more power over the referee.
It's an English thing, bro. It's an English referee thing.
It's very frustrating, like I absolutely hated it. So it was that happened, and then Denmark were denied. We denied a goal, and I honestly feel right, like if Denmark scored, right, the game is different. If that goal was allowed, it's a totally different game altogether.
Yeah, in that at the timing also,
Correct. Because that would have swung the momentum to Denmark's side. Because Germany were technically the better team up to that point, If the momentum had swung, Denmark would have had the momentum. They would probably try to get another one, right? But the defensive wise, right? Germany, although as good as they are, Germany are going to end up chasing the game.
That's right.
So it would have been a different game, but 0-0. And then just a while later, penalty.
Bro, this kind of penalty, they don't give in EPL, no? And then what? Suddenly now you
No.
you revert your rule book.
They give to EPL depending on the team that kena.
Depending on the team, yes, correct.
Depending on the team that kena.
So Romero put his hand higher than this person and
no penalty.
No
This
penalty.
one, the arm there is a freaking penalty.
what? No, it was like a 1 meter, less than 1 meter proximity, right?
Yep.
And then straight away VAR penalty.
Wow, bro, penalty. VAR.
English referee again, bro.
English referee again. Michael Oliver goes there, gets the call, right? Havertz converts the penalty. Then it becomes 1-0 to Germany lah. Havertz misses another chance later, 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Bro, the standard Kai Havertz. This is the Kai Havertz we know.
But he's been okay. It's just like this is an aspect of the game you must accept lah. Like this is like his shortcomings lah. You know, he has a few shortcomings. Yeah, just so happen that this Germany team is it's like not too like they can live with this, you know.
As long as they win, ma.
As long as they win, correct.
Game.
Yeah.
As long as you win. So Havertz misses one. Then after that, about I think 8 minutes later, Musiala scores a brilliant goal, seals the game.
Finesse. Yep.
Germany advance, and it was a goal that it was slotted back coming from the back over the top bar. And honestly, right, it's none of the Denmark players' fault. It's just that they weren't fast. They are just not fast enough.
Yeah, Musiala was fast. Plus, they Germany had the numbers advantage. You know, I think Sane was like closing up on the right side as well.
Correct, but I mean Musiala, he calmed down. He saw Kasper came out. Thereafter, he just finesse bottom corner. Germany take over. Germany win 2-0, and they advance through to the quarterfinal with a potential tie against Spain. That will be the interesting one already, because no games from here are easy anymore already.
Yep. I mean, like the last 8. They're in the last 8.
Right? They're in the last 8 already, right? But not only is it the last 8, bro. It is like the it was the situation whereby every game in their bracket is going to be hard if everything goes according to plan. Yeah. So it's like Portugal advance, France advance, Spain advance.
But they have a very strong support, bro. I think 3/4 of the stadium was like Germans.
Correct. So with that, Germany advance and await the result for the Spain game, which will be Spain against Georgia, which will be tomorrow. I think it's tonight after the England game. So we will actually see what is going to happen. But now, congratulations! Since the score was 2-0, you actually predicted the exact same scoreline, bro.
Bro, psychic ball, bro.
Hey, don't anyhow, okay? If the two goals won disallowed, right, it would have been my scoreline,
yeah,
right?
I was gonna say that if the 2 disallowed goals went in, right, you would have been the score would have been 3-1.
Correct, precisely. So, but because of that, right, like all is fair. The actual result was actually 2-0. So because Paul, bro, you predicted the scoreline that was 2-0 Germany, which was the actual scoreline, you get 2 points, which currently brings our current total 28 to 22. Paul actually has extended his lead slightly, but don't worry, I have faith.
It's not over.
I have faith. It's not over. Slovakia beat England 1-0. Then you give me that.
Give you back in the game, man.
Help me get back in the game. But yeah, dude. So I mean, like, we are currently just at this point, right? Just probably the first day into the knockouts, right? Like, but already one piece of news that actually none of us saw was that Italy were going to get knocked out. So congratulations to Switzerland for advancing through. Currently, as it stands, right, in the Euro brackets, Switzerland will probably be playing either. Hold on,
Germany, right?
No. Switzerland will be probably playing either England or Slovakia.
Dang.
Yeah. So same thing. I think they have a shot against either one of those teams. No problem, right? So Switzerland could be the one that actually gets through to the semi-final lah.
Yeah.
Hopefully lah. Provided Slovakia don't beat England lah. Then I think England over Switzerland. Switzerland still maybe have a chance because of England's issues, right? But right now we're gonna discuss the highlight of this particular round of 16, which of course is France versus Belgium. Now, bro, both of us picked France to win, right? As it currently stands, do you think Belgium have a shot because France is not playing very well? Or is Belgium equally as bad?
Both teams are playing bad, bro. But if I were to compare, right, I think Belgium will die. Will lose.
They're horrible this tournament.
They are horrible, bro. Yeah. Lukaku is just like elevated. He's like
His ability to just miss chances.
Yeah. Like there were a lot of videos of him practicing in training to shoot, right? And he missed a lot. I think like more than half the shots.
Bro, honestly,
So like he perfect the art of missing the goal, you know.
I think right, the Champions League final ruined him.
No, I felt that. Yeah, okay,
Really?
that one. I felt that ever since he's hit, he got too ego, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where I felt that he was. His career took a decline.
It was pretty much
After
like
the
this.
Inter Milan, after he played for Conte, bro.
Yep.
When Conte left, right, then he decided to keep jumping back and forth Chelsea and Inter Milan, Chelsea and Roma, all this, right?
He's never stayed at one club for more than one season, right? Since he left me.
I lived since Everton lah. No, I think Inter Milan 2 years, yeah, or 1.5. Then he left.
Yeah, but Conte gave him the stability. After that, it was just horrible. I think the Champions League final was just the one that broke it. Because
then the World Cup also, how many misses you have at the Qatar World Cup?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, it was bad. Yeah.
He shouldn't even be starting anymore already.
But they don't have they only have what? I think Luis Openda, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that's true but they're not in a good state at the moment. And the thing is that Kevin De Bruyne is aging already. The squad is getting older. They're not getting any better. The defense is still generally it's not great.
Yeah. He's still playing for Tongan.
That's why, bro, he's super old already.
Yeah, and it's not like what Pepe or that kind of Thiago Silva level, you know.
No, it's like he was like a serviceable like recruit for like Spurs. You're talking about Spurs, right? Being like a mid-table team and not good enough to be top 5, right? But if you look at the rest of the team, is what Pace, Kasane. Then after you talking about midfield, right? Is basically Doku and Trossard, which is not a great thing because Trossard also not a star.
He's a rotational player at Arsenal. Plus, I feel the wingers that are not like Hazard level.
They're not.
Yeah, so that has always been the issue after Hazard's decline, you know.
Correct.
There is no next generation to take over him.
I agree. And with the current state that they are, right, even so, right, like in comparison to France, right, even if France are bad, right, the quality of players is still a lot stronger than Belgium.
Yep.
So I don't see France having a problem to advance, but I mean, both of us picked France to win the tournament. So I would still think that both of us will probably just keep the stride and say that you're confident that France will be able to go through, right?
And it's
even in the current state.
I'm pretty sure that they're aware that they didn't have a very good group stage, right? So best time to like pick up the pace, right, is like the knockout stages already, bro. Yeah.
Correct.
And they have to have their 100% on already, bro, because they easily have the hardest route to the final.
Correct. It's the German, Spain,
it's like Belgium, Portugal, German/Spain, then Netherlands/France, right?
Yeah, correct. And everybody must remember, right? Mbappe only played like technically 1/2 game. So Mbappe hasn't even played like properly in this particular tournament itself. So I think we shall see. I think, bro, you've got anything to add on other than this? Because I think both of us, even though this is the highlight, I think both of us can say we see France will go through, right?
Yeah, France will go through. I want to see if Portugal can. In my heart, I always supporting Portugal.
Honestly, right, if Portugal beat and go through, right, I will be happy to be wrong. Honest.
If Portugal beat France?
No, if Portugal win the tournament, I'll be happy to be wrong.
Bro, if Portugal beat France, right, my money is on them to win the tournament. Because who else will? If it's not France, who else is the one, right? Certainly not ever going to be England. Germany, maybe we can see. Yeah. But I will say like either France, Portugal, or Germany/Netherlands.
Yeah. I think we shall see, right? Okay, bro. So I think you got anything else to add?
That's it, brother.
All right. So that is it for this week's episode of the Futbol Kaki. All right, so that is it for this week's episode of the Futbol Kaki, brought to you by the Chit Chatter Podcast Network. Now, for those of you who are tuning in, we just want to say thank you for your support, and we hope they continue to support the Futbol Kaki and, of course, our other shows here on the network, which, of course, include the Copy Bros, who are taking our regular time slot. For those of you that don't know, actually, Futbol Kaki is supposed to be on a Wednesday, but because of the Euro tournament and, of course, our Euro coverage, we are moving to Mondays, where is the Copy Bros Euro time slot. But don't fret, this coming Wednesday, Copy Bros will be on. Last week was, of course, the advice episode. There was advice given, which we've talked about before. Some things that Paul believes is a myth, but I don't believe it's a myth because I am a living example. So is my brother. Then of course, if you like game shows, we do have the SG Draft podcast every Friday. Last week's episode, our latest episode, as per se, would have been, of course, creating the perfect buffet. Bro, are you a fan of like buffets?
Not in recent times, but yes, last time when we were younger.
Favorite buffet ever in Singapore?
I think it has to be 333 at Summers or Mandarin Gallery.
Oh, you pick 333 over like the edge, or like the line.
I have never been to those. That's why actually I think But to my knowledge that's like this the one that stands out to me the most lah. Yeah.
Okay. One day, right? I think we all just see whether all of us can go. Right, we go to either Pen Pack or Shangri-La.
Oh, I've been to the Pen Pack one. No. Pen Pack never. Yeah, never.
Shangri-La maybe, right?
No, never.
Okay, Pen Pack one. Pen Pack one. The age is my favorite buffet. Okay, in Singapore.
One day, bro.
One day. So thank you for joining us for this week's episode of the Futbol Kaki. If you have not liked and subscribed to the channel, we hope that you do so. And we also hope that you follow us every week. And of course, if your friends haven't subscribed, but you have, right, please ask your friends to subscribe to this channel so that we can grow the channel and provide more content for you. So from everybody here, from me and Paul, from the Futbol Kaki, enjoy the rest of the round of 16. We'll see you soon for the quarterfinals. And I hope that your team that you have picked is still inside this tournament. Because ours it still is, but currently it looks very shaky at the moment. And of course, Paul representing England, I don't know what's going to happen tonight. So we shall see. So
upset.
So from everybody here, from me and Paul, have a good week ahead. Enjoy Euros. Bye-bye.